Crimson Guard. That's just really good versus the troll scaling wise, because if you can kite him out, make sure he uses his whole ult and doesn't kill your entire team, that hero just runs out of gas pretty quickly. Has a good carry to carry matchup against the Magnus. It can kill the egg. There's a lot of good things it can do in this game. Also it can root the Void Spirit. So as far as the last pick troll goes, this is one of the better ones, so I am optimistic for that.
What the panel also talked about, Game 2, Gaimin Gladiators potentially forced Secret to pick heroes they weren't too comfortable with in terms of what they really wanted. And now when you're looking at, I'm looking at this Phoenix pick in particular in that second phase. They feel like Secret were like, oh, we have to answer this somehow. And they went Snap and they went Troll, even though it is a pretty good Troll game in terms of the lane and the counters you are up against in this game. But do you feel like Gaimin Gladiators had a tiny edge in that second phase of the draft and it just kind of crumbled towards the last pick of this Troll?
I don't think Secret's draft crumbled at all in this game. I think their draft is pretty good. They're lacking maybe a little bit of team fight, but not even that much. I'd say these drafts are fairly even. It's going to come down a lot to, can Armel get runes in this game? I want to see Armel not only just get his farm, which he's been good at in all these games. We saw his puck, the game that he won. He was very quiet in the early game. Very, very quiet. He popped off later on into the game. I want to see him have a more explosive early game, them shut down Quinn a bit more. Don't allow him, like Quinn, to get on top of this Pugna in the fights. Just control Quinn in this particular game, and it should be good. Let Chrysalis farm, have Armel be able to control the tempo of the game. Then you're setting yourself up for success here if you are Team Secret.
Like Game 1 in particular, I feel like Quinn was playing a stellar game, just not enough for a win. And Armel, he was playing really good in that game too. I feel like that was one of his better Kunkka performances in the sense of how he was able to dictate fights in terms of a very even game, still playing from behind. Of course, Gaimin Gladiators were very far ahead, but it didn't feel like it at all. And then it just came down to one singular team fight that cost Secret the entire game because it started off with Armel getting caught in the mid lane. I agree. I want to see an explosive start for him and see the Armel that we are always used to seeing. That scary dominator. Put the fear into Gaimin Gladiators as well, because it's definitely one of the strong perks this team has, and that is Armel just running around wild on the map.
Yeah, and outside of that as well, I want to see a bit more of this Magnus carry. We do see a lot of Magnus in the offlane with the Harpoon build. Probably will still go Harpoon anyway, just because of how good the item is on Magnus. But how's it going to scale? We all know Dyrachyo, he loves playing his heroes that can farm really fast. The Medusa, one of them, the Terrorblade, now picking up a Magnus. Name of the game for him is getting lots of farm on the board here, so it should work pretty well. Combo's great with the Phoenix as well, so I want to see what Dyrachyo can do in the mid game with this hero. Or is it just going to be like standard performances, just kind of farm it up and then join the team whenever he feels like he's ready.
So far, looking at the side lanes, Beastmaster getting off to a pretty good start. Ace already up 9 last hits compared to the 5 on Crystallis, and also being zoned out. The Techies bombs and the axes from Ace just keeping the troll at bay. So is also the Pugna. He did drop fairly low, but now maybe they have a small opening to force out Tofu from the lane. He's out of regeneration too, but in the bottom lane, Dyrachyo standing his ground pretty well. Axis also forced out for another salve. No empower points yet, so gotta be careful about that shockwave skewer.
He wants to try and get him on the tower if he can, but he should be fine in this lane against him as a Magnus. High base damage, yet again, universal heroes, good heroes in Dota right now, so I won't really be too worried about his laning stage. It's really going to be the mid game, as per usual. Phoenix doesn't make many rotations. Techies can, Void Spirit can. Same with the supports on Team Secret. You want levels, you need the Mortimer's Kisses online around the time that Pango's ready to play on the map. So hopefully at that 7-minute mark, we'll see if we can get the Wisdom Runes online. Going to be super important in this game. Very level-dependent supports yet again.
Also with these mid laners and their rotations, probably going to be one going and the other following right after. So either Quinn or Armel will find the upper hand, depending once those rotations are going to start kicking in. Top lane Tofu and a bit of a chase by Crystallis and Puppey. Or more like them chasing Tofu.
Yep, just chasing him out here. Puppey being annoying and spamming that ward off cooldown on the ground there whenever he has the opportunity. Not the strongest laner, Pugna, but Troll is quite a strong laner, even though they're not winning the lane. And a lot of it has to do with Ace. He is going to go for that build. He's going to skip the Helm of the Dominator here, go straight into the Mana Boots for the Axe spam, into the Crimson Guard, potentially, and maybe the Drums of Slum. We'll have to see which direction he wants to go. Tofu?
Gonna kill him towards the mid. Armel will be the one to drop first. So big move coming here from Tofu, getting the first blood for Gaimin Gladiators, and most importantly out of the mid, while Quinn, he's just been chilling in the lane, getting more and more XP, closing up to level 6 now.
That was huge. Tofu making the rotation, ended up killing the enemy mid laner solo, by the way. Quinn didn't even have to help. He's just gonna sit there and CS this whole duration here, gonna pull even further ahead in this mid matchup. Good laning stage so far here for Gaimin Gladiators, as all three of their cores are ahead in the net worth now at 4.5
and he talks about these rotating supports. That Techies is definitely the one that can, and he goes straight to help out the Void Spirit for that 4-minute rune, and that leading into a kill. It couldn't have gone better for them.
And Troll is a hero that's supposed to be bullying the Beastmaster, but he's not even winning his lane. Part of it has to do with that Techies is such a strong laner, but Tofu
gonna have to battle it out a bit. Ace, he's trying to get enough reach from the Ring of Hell, but Crystallis, can he get this kill? Yes, he can. Even with the blast off, the stun coming in, that right click was already sent. And Crystallis will get a kill for himself and punish that Beastmaster a bit. Maybe even a kill on Tofu as well. Big one heal, though. It's gotta be enough to keep him alive and sustain in the lane for a bit longer.
That was a much needed kill there for Crystallis, as he wasn't even winning the trades there, but he's gonna get spammed out on the Techies back. Every time Techies does leave this lane, they have an opportunity to go on the Beastmaster, so Tofu has to be very careful on choosing where he wants to go on the map, because Ace isn't quite ready for him to just leave him, not until his Vanguard, which is coming soon. He does have money for it, if he wants to go that route, or perhaps he wants to save up for the Arcane Boots. We'll have to see.
Also in mid, Armel, he is fairly low right now. He's going to need this next action rune, but of course you guessed it, Quinn's going to be making his way towards it, even though Tofu has to take it away until Puppy goes for the deny. And this Techies can just go ham right now. He's going to be following Puppy all the way through. Going to have to dodge this sticky bomb. Where does Tofu throw it? Nice little wiggle waggle there from Puppy. Should be able to walk out.
He's got another one. Is he going to chase him? No, alright. Not worth the effort there. Tofu getting the power rune there, pretty big. Showing up for every rune here, gonna come to the mid lane here. Roll is available. Guess he's just dropping some vision for now, but him zoning out Puppy there will allow Ace with this Vanguard to continue to farm up here. And we're seeing similar things from our Magnus here, just continuously farming these two camps behind here. He was doing this with Adusa last game, he's gonna now do it with the Magnus. He has found out what heroes he wants to play and how he wants to play, and it is farm, 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 as he is continuously stacking as well.
And it has been working so far. Like his CS statistics have been really high. He went top 3 performance so far in this West European DPC in terms of last hits per minute, so he wasn't able to beat Yuragi's. No, there was another, I don't quite remember, there was another Medusa performance that did go a bit higher. He was on a fantastic pace with the Medusa last game. Already got a knack of it, you know, warmed up with the last hit tutorials.
And that's just the type of heroes he's playing, right? As Celery?
That's a good
able to juke a little bit.
Yeah, he should be completely fine. TPing out as well, beautiful. Just chilling. Meanwhile, in mid, Puppy is in trouble, but should be able to live.
And they're going to give up the 8-minute rune for that play. Don't even get the kill on the Phoenix there. Really well played by Celery there, using the beam there to get back into the terrain. So there was no real roll angle there for Armel. He tried, but they just couldn't get him. And now
just using Icarus dive on
Armel might get the haste. Oh no, Quinn's going to get it. Like, I noticed Team Secret, they don't put a high priority in helping get runes for Armel. There's no supports there to help him. Like, he comes in now to refill the bottle, but throughout the series, they're just letting Quinn take all the runes. As the supports from Gaimin Gladiators, they put a high priority on making sure this Void Spirit's getting the runes. And we saw what happened in that late game of the last game. The Void Spirit, he picked up a DD rune as a universal hero with items.
Yeah.
As they might kill Tofu here.
He does get the blast
Oh,
off
Dyrachyo,
on the
what a
RP.
RP.
Dyrachyo and power damage should be enough with the shockwave. Takes down one as skewers himself off the cliff. But, oh well, you know, style points can be given. Quinn's going to be closing out the kill on Boom. And with that haste rune, again, these action runes just being a real pest here because it's Quinn just running them down one by one. Puppey being the next one, maybe. He dies as well. Oh, the tower's going to finish him off. So Armel coming in for the rescue.
All right, that's big for Armel. Quinn realizing he couldn't really get out there. So he goes ahead and just commits his life for the kill there. That was the haste rune too, so
Armel and it just expired under the tower. So.
Yeah.
Took a bit too long trying to kill Puppey.
Alright, so Boom is having a much better laning stage this time around. He's going to have a super fast dagger timing. And looking at the levels on Yamich too, this is the combo, right? You're going to have the Mortar's Kisses with the Axe Call, Blink Dagger. Things looking pretty good for Secret so far.
Yeah, that's a solid wombo combo that they will be looking for. Having those teamfight ults, have the Pognatic show up as well for that extra drain life if Boom ends up in trouble. Just kind of a repeat from game one in a sense of Axe just tanking all the attention and all the damage. And then you have Pogna as the healing battery. Armel considering rolling Thunder there for a second.
I'll be deny.
Run for the regen, but Quinn astral steps to find nothing.
All right, this is good. I think denying these runes is pretty big. We saw in the last couple of games, with Quinn getting on these runes, continue to snowball. If you check out his net worth now, he's the bottom of the net worth. He's not going to be able to make as many rotations. And I think this is the piece of the puzzle you're really missing in game number 2, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say game number 1 as well. Like, Gaimin Gladiators, sure, they lost that game, but they were really ahead of it for a super long time, and there's no way that was your ideal early game.
You've got the Dyrachyo coming in to help out, but this Phoenix is already down and the egg destroyed. Dyrachyo can't make it in time to help out Boom and Yamich. This is actually Yamich just to kill off the egg. Boom doing all the heavy lifting there with that call. And of course, this Blink Dagger. Dyrachyo should know about it now.
But they're so close to getting the Mortimer's Kisses
call
here.
With the camp too, so maybe he can get a spin or two off here. RP comes out, Dyrachyo with the turnaround. Meanwhile, Yamich getting killed off by Tofu, and Boom's gonna die to either the mine or the right clicks off of Magnus, so he'll choose the latter.
They had like 2 1v1s there. Tofu was 1v1ing the Snapfire on the side, and then Axe tried to kill the Magnus, but without the Mortimer's Kisses there, I don't think you had a chance in hell in killing this Magnus.
Yeah, and Snap, he was like 1.5 creeps away from hitting level 6, so awkward timing there.
And get punished for it at the end. It is what it is. As they're clearing out a big juicy stack here, team farming it from Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah, Echo Saber almost done, and then the Drums of Slum on the works.
And then the 12-minute runes coming out here. Both teams posturing. And Quinn yet again can pick it up.
Also able to move out with that second astral step, doesn't get caught by the stun by Yamich and Armel. 11 kills in 12 minutes, so at least the kill pace so far is proving to be a game of action. Should stay this way too. Just waiting for these early game items, these one items with not a massive cost to be built up so that they can start taking these approaches into fights.
You do have a 2k net worth advantage for Gaimin Gladiators, but a lot of that's backed off the fact that you have Empower.
Ace could roar, he got it. Mortimer's Kiss is also in. This is going to be a very tricky kill. Maybe it is enough, even without the Diffusal Blade. Yes, it is. So,
he hit every single Mortimer Kiss there. Every single one was hit. That was very impressive from Yamich there. Because you get the bonus move speed from Roar too, so you're pretty speedy running out of there, but if he would have missed even a single one of those kisses, who knows? Maybe that beast would have got away there. But he was on point with those. Very important to get that kill there. Armel gonna have his Diffusal Blade now after that, which is huge. This is the timing
that is big.
As a Pango that you really want to hit. Gonna be able to make you play around the map and get those extra kills that you otherwise would not have been able to get.
Puppey in mid, and Puppey's just looking like he's gonna be deleted. Yes, he is. And here comes Crystallis, and Yamich. Can he get the root out? That's what they need, but the taunt from the Remnant keeps Crystallis at bay. Call coming out as well onto Celery. He's got the Neg available, and an Icarus dive. They're going for the RP to finish off the Snapfire. Not really wasting too much time. Are we going to look for a big RP or not? Just go straight for the Snap. That's going to open up a tower. Armel is here, though. That fresh Diffusal Blade you just mentioned. Call from Boom. It's a beautiful one. A lot of damage. Crystal's coming into the blast off as well from the techies. Tofu trying to turn it around with a bomb with the mines, doing a lot of damage. And they will finish off the Ratio, but they lose the Troll. They lose the Pugna. And Celery getting all of these kills. Maybe even an Ultra. Nah, Quinn wants some for himself, too. Still going to get hit by the cookie stun from Yamich, but a massive trade-off. Gaimin Gladiators, it looked really good for Secret. Beautiful call, massive Diffusal Blade damage, but then Tofu shows up.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'd love to see a replay of that one if that one pops up pretty soon here. How much damage this Techies was able to do, not even just by himself.
3,600.
But the minus magic resistance at the end there with the proximity mines procking when you have heroes like Void Spirit and Phoenix dishing in that damage. Let's check out Tofu here and see how many mines he's able to get off here. He drops the first one, boom, drops 2 mines. They both pop. That is just beautiful. Armel only surviving there because he had like a 4-man shield crash, but that was pretty much all Tofu's damage for the most part there. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, Celery did 3.7k damage, Techies did 3.6k damage, and then we have the faces, the Void Spirit, not the faceless Quinn. The Void Spirit with around plus 3k, so just 3 heroes dealing 10,000 damage that fight.
Yeah, but a lot of that, since the damage, I believe, stacks on the proximity mines or the magic resistance reduction, he's helping his other teammates do a lot more damage there too. So effectively, I would say Tofu did by far the most damage for that team fight.
Very effective stackage, and now 5,000 gold ahead for Gaimin Gladiators. Secret gonna have to find some answers into this game. They don't want to let this one slip away. Just like that last game, having to play from behind. They were not really feeling it. Quinn finding Puppy once again. He's been found multiple times this game, but not enough for a kill. Secret coming in with force. Quinn has no steps. The Mortimer's coming in and doing some damage with the call, and now they finally finish him off. Important kill for Secret. This is exactly what they need.
This series has been pretty similar for all 3 games now. Gaimin Gladiators taking the lead, getting some kills with the overextensions, I want to say, from Gaimin Gladiators. You're still getting these kills. They're important. Maybe you can snowball them to something more. But you have to realize Gaimin Gladiators, Ace is just AFK farming during all this. Dairacho is AFK farming during all this. And you're spending 5 heroes to kill Quinn there, which is good that you get this kill. However, I want to see some fights where they don't have to bring 5 heroes to get a kill. Some small pickoffs.
Yeah, how can they do that?
Boom.
Does it start off with supports? Might just start off with Tofu, but there's also a lot of damage coming out from Quinn, jumping in the middle of all of them. And look at that. It's just Tofu, Quinn, both a 2-man show. And they've just lost a whole lot of members on Secret. Oh, poor you. It's going to be a team wipe as Gaimin Gladiators, just like that. It's a Tofu Quinn show.
It hurts a lot. Boom uses his call before blinking in, so Tofu is able to do the opposite, blink in and get all his spells off. Another 2 proximity mines there. That's 2 team wipes in a row now. Up to 9k advantage here for Gaimin Gladiators.
Starts here.
Yeah, he didn't have call, he missed, and watch the reactive taser in this fight too. They're just all disarmed. They want to kill him, they can't do anything. Gets all his spells off, and they make an easy turnaround fight.
And also
it could have been so much different if Boom managed to get that blink call off.
Very smart spread from Gaimin Gladiators, realizing that they don't need 5 heroes to finish off 1 guy. They can just split into groups of 2, finish off everybody after that fight was about to end, and make sure that they get every single hero instead of letting 1 or 2 TP away. That could have also been 1 hero escaping. Could have just been the troll getting out, which could have still been somewhat of a salvation for Secret, but now that they lost everybody, and mind you, that is a Battle Fury Troll Warlord, so he is also going to have to pick up on that farm pace to get those next big items. It's not going to come easy now when you're this far behind, but there's a chance.
Definitely not. Troll's biggest issue is your opponents having items. Which sounds like a very simple concept, like, yeah, you're stronger if you have items, but Troll more than most heroes suffer from small items like Pavis or Force Staff, Heaven's Halberds, Dual Scepters, since as a Troll, you have a very small window of when you can fight. And once that window is out, which is basically your BKB and your ultimate, you don't really do too much. So any small item you can build on Gaimin Gladiators to kite him out is what you're looking for. And when you're up 10k gold, you definitely have those items here. So a bit of an uphill battle for Crystallis here. They don't have the RP like last fight or the skewer to bring them into the base. They're just going to have to rely on some pretty big calls by Boom here on priority targets. But more than anything, I think we need this BKB on Troll Warlord before you can start playing the game.
Puppey shows himself for one Nether Blast, and Quinn's already on him and gets him killed.
This is what Quinn does. He's been practicing this forever. He loves killing supports that don't have stuns and finding ways of punishing them. It's not fun to play versus Void Spirit if you're a bug nut. Trust me, it's not fun.
I'm guessing is Quinn on his free time just playing a scenario where he's got like 1v5 and it's like, okay, you come defend tower, I'll see how much damage I can do, and just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It feels like he's playing a deathmatch, something like that. Every time he sees someone, they're not usually walking out alive. Forcing out.
You know, Void Spirit has 300 damage right now because of some power.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just attacks really fast, 300 damage per hit. Talking about this Void Spirit and how strong it is in this patch. This is why. If we compare it to the counterparts of what else is on the map here, Armel, still a University hero, but only hitting for 141 now.
Yeah, Secret has decided they're not defending this, as Crystallis is still farming on the bottom half of the map. They will let this lane go. It is a sacrifice that has to be given unwillingly, but Gaimin Gladiators, they will accept it with open arms. 20 minutes, one lane of racks down, having an Aegis. Everything is going their way right now.
Dyrachyo has the Satanic again rush. Seems to be his favorite item against the Axe. In this game, I think if he just sticks with his team, unlike game number 1, it should work out. Game number 1 was a secret victory, but I really think a lot of that was on the back of Dyrachyo just being out of position here. If they can manage to stick together with the shield rune and them power.
And here we go once again. Like, this guy, he has zero respect. The Puppey, who is this guy? Oh, just hunts him down right behind the tier 3 tower. Secret can't even react to it. And they don't even have the damage to burn through that shield rune. Another tier 3 in peril.
He's got multiple shields. He's got the Aegis too.
Can't get close enough for extra damage. He does have the Aghanims on Armel, so he does dish out a decent amount of damage, but still a lot of mana to burn through these two. And very, very hard to position yourselves as where they are right now. Disarmor both of them. Pango getting caught by the Remnant, but no blink on the Magnus. Here comes the call, and an RP is ready if they can unleash it, but he's getting stun locked. Dyrachyo ain't going anywhere, and he gets the skewer out because the Rolling Thunder goes elsewhere. Crystallis, he's already down though, has to come back for the buyback. Boom's down, Puppey's down, and Armel will find a kill on Tofu, but is that the only thing they're going to be walking out with? AC's going to get rooted up by the Troll. They're trying to isolate him from the fight. Armel down, Quinn very low on HP, but he still has an Aegis. RP comes out as well, and the Troll ulti just in the nick of time. But Dyrachyo will drop, and Crystallis, he looks like he might be dead. Puppey healing him up, but it's not going to be enough. Quinn jumping right on top of him as well, and the Pugna on the run, but he's chased by Ace and Quinn into yet another kill for Gaimin Gladiators.
Call it now or what? Because this seems pretty difficult. Yeah, they're just going to call it.
It is a rough game 3 for Secret, but Gaimin Gladiators, they got what they wanted out of this series, even if it came through 3 games. And a 2-1 reverse sweep.